guys, it's Jessica, and today I have a haul. And this, looking into my little bag, I kind of compiled everything into this Sephora bag, but some of it is not from Sephora. But it is all high-end stuff. This might be a long video, so you might want to get like some tea, some coffee, some popcorn, whatever. I always recommend popcorn. Because it's like my favorite snack of all time. So I guess for me, I'm like, yeah, popcorn, of course. I don't want you guys to get it twisted. I love makeup in general. And sometimes when I do, you know, like a couple high-end things in a row, or if I talk about more high-end than drugstore for a, you know, a couple of videos, a lot of you guys say, oh my gosh, like I can't watch your channel anymore, you don't do any drugstore, but I promise you drugstore is still like my rock. So I'm never gonna just stray away from it completely. I will always do drugstore videos. It's just that right now I'm lucky enough to get a lot of things sent to me from companies and I want to share them with you. It's things that either I think are amazing or maybe they're really bad and I want to share them with you so you don't waste your money. But it doesn't mean that I'm ever just walking away from drugstore completely. That will never happen. So I wanted to kind of clear the air. So just know that. But this is a high-end video. This is some Sephora stuff, some stuff you can buy at Ulta, and some other things that might have been sent to me, and I will let you know which is which ones I bought, etc. Let's go ahead and get into it. So most of the stuff I bought while I was in Walt Disney World, which we go all the time. My husband's a Disney World travel agent, and so we just recently got back, like when I'm filming this yesterday. They have a Sephora at Disney Springs, which used to be called Downtown Disney, which I always used to call Downton Disney. Hashtag Downton Abbey problems. Also, I wish that show hadn't ended. Anyway, I'm going to start with the thing I'm the most excited about. This is the Tartelette In Bloom palette. And I've realized that some of my favorite eyeshadow formulas are Tarte and Too Faced. I love the Too Faced eyeshadow. I mean, also Urban Decay. Like, I can never pick. But I really like Tarte eyeshadows. So this one, I was torn between this and the Naked 3, and if you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, on Instagram I've uploaded this picture that I'm showing you right now, and I said, you know, find out if I bought this and the Naked 3 or just this one. And then on my Snapchat, while I was shopping, when I thought I was buying the Naked 3, I had it in my hand and I Snapchatted like, oh, I'm buying new makeup, and you could see the Naked 3 in it. And then I saw this palette, and so I didn't Snapchat about it, but I ended up buying this one and putting the Naked 3 back. And so I was just giggling because a lot of you guys on Instagram are like, you bought both, I watch you on Snapchat, hashtag Snapchat fam, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I didn't mean to lead you astray, I didn't think about it, but I just thought that was kind of funny. I only bought this one, not the Naked 3, although that one's still on my mind. Anyway, this one is gorgeous. Look at the colors in it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matte shadows and 3 shimmery ones. I think that's the perfect ratio. I could maybe one more shimmer, but sometimes I feel, and by sometimes I mean like all the time, I feel like palettes are all shimmer shadows and like 2 matte ones. And I feel like for me, for every day, especially being a teacher as well, like I don't necessarily want shimmer all the way up to my brow bone, you know? So it's really nice to have so much option. So for me, this made so much sense. Not only are the shadows gorgeous, they're gorgeously pigmented, it's ridiculous, but the packaging is beautiful. It feels so well made. It's kind of gold on the back, and then it's this beautiful front. Oh my gosh. I don't have the original Tartelette palette, but this was the one out of the 2 I really wanted, the In Bloom. I just thought it's way more up my alley, but it is worth the money. I love it so much. I cannot stop using it. Now, if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my eyes today, I went a little darker than usual, although I never know if it comes across on camera, because most of you guys are like, you wear the same thing every day, and I'm like, I never do. I literally always change up, but it's always pretty similar, so it just doesn't come across on camera. But this is the Too Faced, I told you I love their shadows, the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette, which I thought I would hate, and I ended up loving. But looking at it, I was like, oh, I'll hate that. I love it. It's ridiculous. Okay. What I'm wearing on my cheeks, which, again, I don't know how well it comes across on camera, but this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mood Exposure. I have been wanting this forever. It's just this beautiful kind of mauve colored blush. It's so simple. It's not really shimmery. It has a little bit of a glow to it, which is very much in tune with what the ambient lighting powders in general are all about. So it fits right in, and it has that supposedly mixed in with it, but I just can't stop using it. It might be, I'm being honest with you guys, this might be the best blush I've ever owned. The day I bought it and I put it on, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, this is exactly right for me. It's exactly right for my skin tone, my skin type, my hair color. Everything just fit right in, and it's not too shimmery, but it's not too matte. It's not too pigmented, but it's not too not pigmented. I just thought, oh my gosh, like this is the blush I'm always looking for, but I never find. I always find stuff that's close. This is amazing, you guys. I don't know about the other colors. I really, honestly, as I swatched them, wasn't really that excited about any of the other ones, but this one I was like, So if you feel like you've tried a million blushes and you've spent a lot of money on blush and you feel like, why can't I find the right one? These might be worth looking into for you because it just is, it's the Goldilocks effect, you know what I mean? The next thing I bought, this is the cult classic, and some of you guys are gonna be like, seriously, Jessica, you didn't already own that and you're a beauty blogger? And I'll be like, yeah. I didn't already own it. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. How I don't already own that, I still don't know. And I'll be honest, I was so torn between this and Champagne Pop and also Jaclyn Hill's palette. But I looked at the palette, I was like, I'm not gonna use a lot of this. I don't use face palettes very often, to be honest. I do from time to time. So I thought I probably shouldn't spend my money there. So I was torn between this and Champagne Pop. And I was just like, you know what, this is just so classic. It's just ridiculous. I mean, you'll see, it's just, it might as well be an eyeshadow. I know a lot of people use it as an eyeshadow, but it's just, there's something about it that it's like totally bam in your face, but in the right lighting, it's also not that in your face because it blends so beautifully where it just catches the light, where it doesn't just look like a strip of glitter, it's just catching the light correctly, which is the whole idea of highlighting, low lighting, contouring is the light. I mean, that's literally what it's all based on. So for me, I was like, I've got to own this. I have to try it. So I've had a Becca highlighter before, but it was like a gold one. And it was like yellow. I think I bought it on Haute Look, so it was like chump change. Like it was so cheap on Haute Look, which I love. But it just wasn't right for my skin tone. It would have looked a lot better on someone with maybe a more olive skin tone. So I've used this the last few days of my trip. And actually, I used it today, although I didn't put a lot on. But I love it so much. The next thing I bought was a Bite Beauty lipstick in Fig. And I actually had a duo of this with some other shade. I think it was like a birthday gift or some kind of something. A lot of us here on YouTube and a lot of you guys have it because it was some kind of Sephora like free gift. But I really like the shade Fig. Oh, got it on my nose. Oh my gosh, I did it again! Stop bringing it that close to your eye. I might as well be shoving it on my nose. These are cool because they're food grade ingredients, so I hear. I mean, I kind of think it's funny. Okay, this is Tyler's like keyboard piano over here, by the way. And I literally just took the lipstick and like hit the piano with it. What is wrong with me in this lipstick? I better like close it while I can. It's closed, guys, we're safe. Let me wipe it off. Anyway, but these are food grade ingredients, and what I was gonna say before I so rudely ruined my lipstick was that I feel like I trust so much of what other people say that I never like research it. People are like, yeah, it's made from food grade quality. And I'm like, cool. I've never looked it up. I have no idea if that's true. I figure it is. But I just was thinking about that when I bought this. I was like, you know, I trust so much. I so blindly trust people. I should probably be a little more like divisive. Is that the right word? Decisive. No, that's still not right. Deducive? No. Anyway, but the color is just so pretty. It's one of those perfect kind of deeper, but not really that deep colors. It's kind of like what I'm wearing on my lips right now, which is a Smashbox Always On lip color in Babe Alert. That's what it is. I'm trying it out right now. But I really like this. It's just this is just a little bit cooler. It's really moisturizing. It's not matte, but it's not like shimmery by any means. It's just kind of healthy, which I'm really getting into way more than the matte lips right now, even though of course I'm wearing a matte lip color right now. I really like it. So now moving on to things from Ulta. First thing, I told you in my travel makeup video that I was ordering full size, and I did, from Ulta.com. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in Light. I told you I finally found the right shade. I was posting on my Instagram about it as well. This stuff really is amazing, and I'd heard people talk about it forever, and it kind of drove me nuts because I tried it once and didn't like it. I know the shade I have was way too dark. That was part of it. But as I used it more and more, and I've gotten more into BB creams, this is like in between a BB cream and a foundation. To be honest, it covers like a foundation. It has SPF of 50, which I loved while I was in Florida because I didn't have to put another sunscreen on. I could use this and know that my face was covered. And honestly, you guys, it lasted all day. I had no burning whatsoever for 2 weeks in Florida, whereas I got a little bit of color even though I had SPF on my skin. And I had to reapply that throughout the day, every day. This I never had to reapply, and I never burned or had any color, which was awesome. So I love this stuff so much. I just feel chatty today. Like I just feel like chatting with you guys because it's been so long since I've actually filmed. All the other videos I did before filming today were from before my trip, so it was like 2.5 weeks ago. I also purchased this Stila smudge pot. Okay, I don't know what to say about this. All the reviews for this are pretty darn good, and that's why I got it. It's supposed to be a waterproof gel eyeliner, and I got it in black. I just needed a new gel eyeliner. I'm almost out of the Mika Beauty one that I love, but it's black, but it's just a really thin, very creamy, almost too creamy consistency that for me, I'm used to stuff a little bit thicker, I guess. Or maybe this is too thick. See, I don't know how to describe this. I just don't love it. I think I'll use it up because, I mean, it's doing what I need it to do to blacken the line there and kind of define it more, but it's just not my favorite. So for me, I think I'll use it up, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it again. So I was like, some people love this though because of the formula. So I think it just depends on what you're used to. I feel like I'm a little more used to something just a little bit thicker that applies a little more slowly. That way I have a little more control because I'm not a makeup artist. So for me, I'm like, I need all the time I can get. This just glides on so smoothly, which is fantastic. But for me, I'm like, I kind of want a thicker line that's even blacker. And even, sorry, I'm like trying to sit Indian style. Even when I would apply like 2 layers of this, I felt like it was pretty black, but not perfectly covering like shimmery shadows I might have on my lid. Does that make sense? If anyone can explain it better than I can down below, please do, because I feel like I can't describe that very well. Next thing I bought, I'm wearing on my brows. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer, and I got it in the shade medium brown. I used to have, this is like a triangular tip, before I go any deeper. It reminds me of the Hourglass Arch shaping pencil that I really, really like. But I just wanted to try something different. And the shade is perfect. I used it on my brows today. And I just feel like it does a great job. It doesn't budge. The spoolie is really, really good. It's pretty big. I almost wish it were like thinner. Does that make sense? Like not as thick, just a little bit thinner. Like the original Anastasia Brow Wiz ones are. I end up like reaching for that and just using the spoolie because I love it so much. But it's amazing. I just like this application with the bigger, keep grabbing the wrong side, with the bigger actual pencil more than the Brow Wiz. But I will say I use the Brow Wiz to just fill in little bits, especially over here today. So there's kind of pros and cons of both. With this, you can't be as particular. But the other one just takes longer because it's really small. So kind of just depends. But honestly, I assume it's the same formula in both. The shade is exactly the same. So it just really depends on your personal preference. Another Stila item. My favorite, my probably most repurchased product of all time. It's the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Eyeliner. Now I keep saying, and I do once I'm done with this, I am going to buy the Kat Von D tattoo liner because a lot of you guys recommend that, and you even say it's even better than this. So I really want to try that, but I keep buying this because I love it. They redid the packaging where it's a little bit more golden. I think I mentioned that in one of my previous videos, which I think it's just a little bit prettier, but it's not that different. But the felt tip is amazing. It goes to a really good point. It's just totally waterproof. It's what I use to do my wing every single day of my life. It stays in place. We swam while we were at Disney, of course, and the mascara I was wearing was not waterproof, so that ran, but nothing else did. Isn't that cool? I was like, wow. So that was pretty neat. That stuff is amazing. Let me know if you'd be interested in like a waterproof makeup test. I know a lot of people are doing those on YouTube and I have enjoyed watching them. So if you'd be interested in me doing one, let me know because I kind of have a desire to, but I don't want to do it if none of you guys are going to watch it. So let me know. Another thing, the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, another repurchase item, like I probably bought like 6 of these. It's just the clear brow gel. It really holds it like hairspray. I love it. These last 2 items I did not purchase. They were sent to me. One of them was sent to me from Too Faced. It was the entire Born This Way concealer collection. Right now I'm using the shade Fair, although I also use Light. You can use Very Fair. I mean, they're pretty slight, the differences between them, so you can't really go wrong even if you're ordering online. If you've got an idea of what you might be, it'll probably be fine. I really haven't used this enough to know how I feel. I didn't end up bringing it on my trip with me, but it's just got a doe foot applicator. You know, it's pretty creamy. It blends pretty well. It does settle into fine lines. But to be quite candid, I haven't really found a concealer that doesn't at all, especially if you apply a lot. So if you can avoid the area where you might have fine lines, like I've got some right there, that's better. but sometimes it's hard to avoid, especially when you're in a rush or you just have dark circles and you want that covered. So you kind of have to pick your battles with that, but I want to try this a little bit more. Let me know if you'd be interested in like a full-on review of that. I've also thought about doing like reviews on Instagram and Snapchat, because for products like this, I don't always like dedicating an entire video to it here on YouTube, but if you'd be interested in just a short like 60-second review of it after I've tried it for a while on my social, let me know. This was also sent to me from it was from influencers, so if you have signed up for influencer, you sometimes get free products to just try and review. Not just on YouTube, but like literally on websites review it. So this was the YSL mascara it's their Vinyl Couture mascara. And it's in the shade number 5, I'm the Trouble. And they're colored mascaras. I have not tried this yet. Actually, I'm thinking now, it probably would have looked really awesome with my like darker blue shadow I'm wearing today. It has that classic YSL smell. Even their mascaras smell like that. I don't know how to describe it, but if you've ever smelled any YSL like product at all, especially their lip product, it smells like that. It looks very blue. I'm just gonna put a little bit on just on my skin. I mean, it is blue. I haven't tried it yet, so if you've tried it, let me know. I'm just not big on color mascaras, but to be honest, I haven't tried a lot. You guys want me to show you some of the PR stuff I got? I will show you a sneak peek of some of it, but some of it I'm gonna do a whole video on. Hold on, let me grab it. All right, I have a few things to show you guys. Let me put this back in so it can look pretty. So the first thing was sent to me from Smashbox, and it is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is, I don't know if it's their entire line or not, but it's their Always On liquid lipsticks. So I'm wearing one today, I told you earlier, in Babe Alert. It's just like the, okay, it's in similar packaging, I'll show you the packaging, to like the Maybelline Vivid Matte liquid things. Like the same kind of packaging as that, but the formula is not like that. The formula is like the Stila liquid lipsticks, which I really like. This is what I'm wearing today. They're really pretty. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're stupid pigmented, but, and they smell like vanilla. They smell just like the Stila ones, to be honest with you. I like it so far. It's the same thing as the other ones where I just feel like it's just a classic liquid lipstick. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I've had it on for about an hour. It's doing pretty well. It's not even like, wow. I have to admit, usually by this point, I feel like it's kind of like looking crazy, but it actually still looks pretty good. So I'll probably review those like with the lip swatch video. I haven't done a lip swatch video in a little bit, so I'll probably do that. But again, let me know if you're super interested in that. I'll do it sooner rather than later. The next thing was ridiculous, and when I opened it in the mail, Tyler and I were both like, oh my gosh. Like, I teared up. This is like, and it made me instantly think about when I was first starting YouTube, like a couple years ago. Well, almost, no, about, was it 3 years ago? It doesn't feel like that long. When I was living with my parents still, and I was like filming on my bedroom floor, and like I remember being so excited when a company would contact me and say, hey, you know, we'll send you a lip gloss, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, and it was just so exciting. And now they're sending me like too much stuff, and it is the most amazing thing ever, you guys. It doesn't lose its like luster. It is still so exciting. Like, my heart still pounds. So this is from Bare Minerals, and it's their Gen Nude. You guys aren't ready for this. Let me make sure it's like in frame. Oh my gosh. Wait, oh, let me, hold on. There's like a little booklet. Okay, are you ready? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that not ridiculous? I was just like, oh my gosh. So it has their, let me see if I can kind of, okay. This is their Gen Nude Matte Liquid Lip Colors, and they're like truly all nudes, but I'm like, you know what? That's literally what I wear. These are their Gen Nude Radiant Lipsticks, and I did swatch one of them, and they're very, kind of like the Bite Beauty lipsticks, where they're just comfortable, not matte, they're just comfortable everyday lipsticks where there's a little bit of moisture to them. I love that. These are their Gen Nude Buttercream Lip Glosses, and then these over here are their Gen Nude Under Over Lip Liners, and there's 5 of those. I cannot wait to crack into this even more. I will definitely do a video. I figure I should just do a lip swatch video of all of them. That's gonna take a while, but what do you, I mean, I feel like I have to do all of this beauty justice. Oh my gosh. So I also have a MAC haul, but I'm gonna do that in a separate video. So if it's already up, I'll link it below. Otherwise, just stay tuned. But that is everything I'm going to show you. There are a couple other things I've gotten from companies, but they're all strewn throughout, or they're like in my bathroom, I'm using them, whatever. But if they're really, really good or they're really, really bad, you will definitely hear about them in future videos, so don't you worry. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this ridiculously long haul. If you'd like to see more of my hauls, I will link my playlist of all the 3 years worth of hauls that I've done. If you just are in one of those moods, like I get in those moods with declutter videos and every once in a while with makeup collection videos, where I just get in a mood and I'm like, I just want to watch only that. So my entire like watch later playlist is all declutter videos. Like, I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm kind of fueling up for a new declutter series. I haven't done one in a while because honestly, I don't like holding on to it and waiting for a video. So for me, I'm like, if I'm done, I just get rid of it. But I'm trying to like, this sounds really weird, but like hold on to some stuff that I know I want to get rid of to show you guys in a video. Because I know a lot of you guys are like, that's why I subscribed to you. I want more declutter, and I love decluttering. So I'm going to hold on to them for the sake of you guys. And I will soon start a declutter series. I'm excited too. Are you guys excited? I'm so excited. So other than that, I hope that you guys will catch more of my videos, and I hope that you'll subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.